our bag of shame. So every time we acquire trash in the last 2 months, we've put it into this bag. And so, but I put a couple of other things. Mostly they're receipts. Like, it's really hard to do things without receipts.
Even used things, I mean, even garage sales, they label everything.
So it's got a sticker on it. You see these little $1 stickers. We've got those.
So I guess not consuming at all would help with the no packaging, but otherwise it's pretty hard to do.
Yeah. But I just threw this candle in here because this is kind of what we think of when we are on low impact. They're just candles all over the house, and we use them, and we save the wax and reuse candles. And that's actually one of the things I really like about it. I mean, there are lots of things that are challenging about it, and we'd be happy to talk about those. But the candles at night are really nice. You know, so many of the things that we do in our daily life are just habits. We walk in, we flip on a switch, we have the light. But you don't really need a light to brush your teeth. It's not that hard to brush your teeth, right? And so just being able to cut that habit out and think about when we really need it. Like, so now Lisa was just saying, when I go into my office at work, if there's a light on, I'm really aware of the fact that there's a light on, and I probably don't need the light all that much.
Yeah, that's been an important lesson for me, is how much we overlight. And sometimes you need it, but a lot of times you really don't. But it's just we have either really bright or nothing, and there's no kind of in between in most cases. And a candle's fine for brushing your teeth or playing Scrabble.
Yeah. Chess, Scrabble, trivia. We play games all the time now instead of TV, which is a lot of fun.
So one of the joys for us, I think, has been so we don't have computers in the evening, which is something that we've gotten pretty used to, being on the computers or watching television or watching things on the computer. And even though I don't think I'm less busy, but something about not having the digital and the screens, it makes things seem calmer and more peaceful. And we've really enjoyed this sense of kind of quiet that has brought into our lives.
So how do you compare, let's say, your experience with, let's say, the Amish lifestyle? Have you looked at that?
That's a great question.
Yeah.
I think about that a lot because I grew up in a Mennonite family, and my grandparents were more conservative Mennonite. They grew up around here and in near Berlin, Ohio. And I can't help but wonder if my fascination with non-electric life has to do with my roots in the Amish Mennonite community somehow. I'm not sure. I think that I spent a lot of my teens and my 20s trying to move away from that a little bit and trying to explore other parts of the world. Like, I lived most of my 20s out of the United States. I was a teacher in China. And I did a lot of international traveling, and I met lots of people, and I did lots of fun, interesting things that really contributed to who I am now. But when I came back here and I moved back to Mary Lee, I was so enthralled with the simplicity of sort of the ethos of the Amish lifestyle. And, there are things about it that I don't like. I couldn't be all of the person that I am if I lived in a community. But there are so many things about it that I think are just timeless, and they're just celebration of simpleness and the creativity, like the storytelling that arises from not being glued to electronics all the time, and just the time to relax and not feel like everything has to go at a super fast pace, because being a student and a teacher, there's always just the sense that you have to get everything done right now all the time, and you always have to be checking your email so you know what's going on, and it's so nice to just be able to, say goodbye to that. And I don't know if I'm interested in that because I have roots in Amish and Mennonite communities, or if it's just something that's happened, but I've definitely thought about it differently since I moved back.